Hello, faithful listeners. Once again, this is the Going Commando with the 80s Kids podcast. As always, this is Carthy. And as always, there's Ben Davis right next to me.
Cheers.
And tonight we are talking about Ahsoka again because this is one of the TV phenomenons that's going on right now because there's not a whole lot to watch, but at least Disney gave us something here in the fall. And it's going to be episode 4 tonight. We've already put out our spoiler-free and spoiler-full reviews of episode 3. So,
Time to fly.
Now it's time to fly for episode 4. So, I found a very brief snippet about what's going to be happening tonight. And it looks like Sabine and Ahsoka venture out of their ship only to face Baylan Skoll's cronies. Of course, they might make light work of them, even if Huyang takes a licking. Ahsoka, Episode 3, saw our heroes land in the dark forest of Cetos, while Baylan Skoll unleashed his henchmen to hunt them down. Meanwhile, the Eye of Sion is gearing up to reach another galaxy and bring back Grand Admiral Thrawn. And possibly Ezra Bridger. We'll see. So, first take, man. Just go ahead and let it all hang out, man.
Hope it's a good episode, and I hope it's not a filler episode.
Yes. I was thinking the exact same thing. I'm excited about the possibility of there being at least some Jedi stuff.
Some hot action.
Well, I mean,
hot
you
Jedi
know,
action.
Ahsoka is awesome, so let her be awesome, right?
Yeah.
I mean, don't hold her back. Let her be her awesome self, especially in the woods.
I concur. Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's, again, I said it last time, I'll say it again. She's been in a war since she was 14. I'm sorry, dude. You don't survive that long. Now, granted, she did have 2 of the strongest Jedis of all time around her.
Yeah.
However, the lucky blaster bolt here, the lucky explosion there, she was able to put herself in some winning situations all through the Clone Wars and in Rebels. So you can't deny that. So I'm hoping we get to see some stuff out in the woods. That's my hope.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Get a little bit of action. We know it's going to be longer.
A little bit
longer.
Not
like
too much, but a
10
little bit.
minutes longer, right?
Yeah.
By our count, 10 minutes longer. Because we won't cut you no slack on some,
Man, that
credits.
was a short episode.
Oh, it was so short, it was painful. But they said, according, again, to this preview website that I've looked at, the one after this one will be 50 minutes.
We can hope.
Oh, so we can hope. After this episode, we're also halfway done. It does not feel like we're halfway through a season, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm excited about tonight. The idea put forth that they're in the woods, and again, makes it a little bit more suspenseful, right? A little bit more tense. And then if someone happens to pull out a lightsaber, I might happen to like that too. I'm just throwing that out there.
They've had one out every episode so far, so I don't expect them to not show another one.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, that's true. They do at least try to put in a snippet, but sometimes that's all it feels like, dude, is a snippet.
Yeah. Well, last week's training montage or scene or whatever you want to call it was awesome. So, I mean,
that is
I think we'll get more than that this week.
No, you're right. I have to give you that. Let's hope. That's all I got to say. So.
What I really hope is that we get a good callback character this week. We've had a bunch of secondary characters so far. I really want an awesome.
Do you mean Merrick's identity?
That would be awesome, but I doubt we get it.
But should we go into our Easter egg?
Yeah, go right ahead. Let's spill it. Let's spill it.
So
then we'll elaborate more.
We saw something online, but we had to investigate it ourselves, and we can confirm this thing that I've not seen anyone else mention. But in the first episode of Ahsoka, if you go to the 8-minute 45-second mark when she's touching the dials and twisting them and things like that,
you have to get the
and Ben and I played it like 20 times at least, and we definitely believe it's real. You will hear what we believe to be Darth Maul speaking.
Yep.
And saying, "Is he the chosen one?"
Is he?
And then oh yeah,
Then he says it one more time.
and then he says it one more time, like, is he? And then, is he the chosen one? It's really light, and it is kind of hard to hear.
It is a ghostly mumble.
Yes, it even says it when you turn on.
Murmur.
That there was ghostly murmuring, which means, that could be words. That could be talking. So, if that is true, this is our big spoiler, because the other person really didn't say much about this. Well, if that's true, and Sam Witwer voiced that, and that's the reason he's in the credits, then y'all can say goodbye to your Star Killer theories.
That's it, exactly.
I mean, literally goodbye.
Yep.
So
goodbye, Vern.
Goodbye, Vern. Well, I guess we'll find out soon, right?
Wait, goodbye, Earl.
know what I mean, Vern? But yeah, all right. So once again, we don't want these to take up a ton of time.
No, this is just a pre-show
and
for
this
the
is
later
technically
show.
the pre-show, because we're going to be doing the spoiler-free half of it after this. And then on, I guess, Saturday, we usually drop it on Friday or Saturday.
It's Saturday or Sunday. We put in the spoiler show.
Right. Then that'll be me soloing it along with the other things. So all I'm going to say is, faithful listeners, hold on. It's about to get verbose up in this place. But anyway, so we'll be back. And, it won't seem like much to you. However, we will be on the other side of episode 4 of Ahsoka. And, we'll give our opinions and overall thoughts. No spoilers on this one. And then we'll go from there. But we'll also remind you later tonight to tune in on Saturday. So we're going to stop here. I mean, is that good?
Sounds great.
All right, then. Thank y'all for tuning in. And, again, this was Going Commando with the 80s kids. And we're going over Ahsoka.
We'll see you on the flip side of episode 4.
On the flip side. All right, not much of a break for you, but a very pleasant break for us.
Oh, yes. Great episode.
Yes, so we're going to keep it spoiler-free.
What was it called?
Fallen Jedi.
Yes, it was.
Again, we got to keep it spoiler-free, but if you can't hear in me and Ben Davis's voices the excitement.
Oh, God, it was good.
It is so much better than all the other episodes combined.
Okay, the first episode was the best episode up until this point, and now episode 4 is the best episode.
If I give the first episode an 8, then this one really is a 10.
All right, I gave the first one a 7.5.
Right.
I give this one a solid 9.5.
All right, that's fair. It could have been longer, in my opinion, but that's about it.
I mean, they could all be a little bit longer.
But
the cliffhanger alone is just
this one goes into this goes to 10 for me, and I can't say why other than, well, you already know from the preview clip that there will be lightsaber battles. I'm not going to say between who, but they are so much better. Now,
they're great.
Ben has had to listen to me bitch and whine about swords and blah, blah, blah since 3 weeks ago, and how I thought they were just slow.
Oh, the way of the samurai.
Yeah, a little slow, a little too choreographed. These are raw. That's all. Again, we're not going to say between who. These are raw. These are just like episode 1, or episode 2.
Good fist fight too.
Good gracious. Everything about this episode made me happy. The character outfits. Mm-hmm. There's one that you'll notice. I'm like, as soon as I saw that character, I was like, look, it's classic blank.
Yeah.
The fight style of another character. Not going to say who, but I was like, look, it's classic blank.
I don't think that's a spoiler.
Okay, so Ahsoka looks like Ahsoka and fights like Ahsoka in this episode. I didn't know what was wrong. It seemed a little clumsy in the first couple of episodes. And again, I'm not going to say who she battles with. But the choreography, man, I am super stoked. And I hope everybody who hasn't seen the episode again, you get stoked, because you have something to really look forward to. I'm not overhyping this one, in my opinion. This really
spectacular.
was some of the best Star Wars that has been out.
Oh, wow, now that you put it that way, that really does sum it up. It is
This
some
is.
of the best. This is one of the probably the best Star Wars episodes for TV that has been released since they've been releasing Star Wars episodes, and it might, if it were a full, it rivals some of the movies.
Yeah. I mean, the again, the fight scenes are just insane. The cliffhanger, which we can't
Hell,
talk
it's almost
about.
a fight all the way through.
Once they start fighting, it's like
Yeah.
literally they don't stop.
Yeah,
And it felt like old school. Like I said, episode 2,
Yeah.
episode 3 fight style, and I thought that Ahsoka acted like Anakin.
she did a little bit.
We made those comments.
did,
We
we
can't
did.
talk about.
We
why,
have.
but we could definitely say that she
when
did.
we say it for me.
Rewatched.
Episode 3.
Yes,
Or
we did
part
that right
3.
before.
Excuse me, we
Part
did.
3.
We even made our little notes to each other. That's her being Anakin. That's her being Obi-Wan.
Yeah, no kidding. The
And,
2 Jedi generals that she went through war with.
Exactly.
How about that? So I'm just saying.
She was right there with them both.
Yeah, the cliffhanger sets up the next episode,
Which,
we talked about is
my
50
God.
minutes. Oh my gosh. If it's going to be this level plus 10 extra minutes, which was 10 minutes longer than episode 3, oh man, you give me 20 more minutes and it's the epic. The epicness that I watched tonight with you.
You remember me? I was all of a sudden saying, well, they can't be wrapping it up now because that was about the time they wrapped up the last episode.
You're
it was
excuse
a
me,
little
I'm
bit
stretching.
too much.
You're 100% right, because I said pause it so we could know how much time was left. And we're like, okay. And I was wrong. I was like, they can't. Yeah, there's no way. And then all of a sudden, the last couple of minutes of the show are like heart racing. You know what I mean? If you're
Yeah.
like a true fan of Rebels and Star Wars, you like these characters, man, does that, and then the cliffhanger. I just absolutely cannot wait to see next week's episode.
This is not a spoiler, but this is something that I've got to say. They had a pair of handcuffs in this episode.
Yes,
They've
did.
gotten a bit clumsy as the years have gone on because they had a pair of handcuffs on Solo way back, and
That's
his
true.
were really small. These were some big, gigantic things.
You know what? I think it's sort of like the irons that they would put you in, like in the Old West. Maybe they're that big for discomfort. I'm going to put you in these, and you're not going to like it, so you're never going to want to be in them again.
So they wanted Solo to be in them again.
Maybe they have shock capabilities.
Maybe they do.
These are space cuffs. These are not just regular.
Oh, they've
Earthling
advanced, so
cuffs.
they've added, they've added like Bluetooth to them.
I can't see how they're not connected to some stormtrooper's wrist, and it's like shock, tickle, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just hit a
Drop the
button.
triples.
Like, no, you can shock me all day. It never bothers me, really. How about this? Coochie, coochie, coo. Stop it, anyway, we will. Stop it.
Not the tickles, not the armpits.
No, not in the face.
The Death Star, the Death Star.
But anyway, but yes. So I would love to talk about this for the next hour.
God.
However, and I know I could.
We really could. It's going to be
because
sad
there's
because
just
you're going to
so
do it on
many-
your own.
I know.
I'm not going to be here. It's a shame.
Oh, I know. But I'm obviously I'm going to rewatch it and take notes.
Yeah.
And that way I can hit every awesome point, because there's so many awesome points. It really is insane. I don't want to hype it up too much, but in my opinion, it deserves every single second of the hype.
Yeah, it's great.
This was just such a different episode. Yeah, we won't keep going on and
It
on.
showed her abilities.
Oh God, it did.
It showed her sensibilities.
Yes, it did. Oh yeah, it did do that.
It showed Sabine's abilities.
Agreed.
Did
In the
not
best ways.
show her sensibilities so much.
No, she.
It showed
she,
her
without being spoilerish. She folded like a wet napkin at least
Yeah, I was going
twice.
to show. It showed more of her human.
I would say it showed her Mandalorianness, because it forced her to go back to her roots.
Okay. I don't really see Mandalorians as having such a heart.
Well, it was more about the getting into tight situations and getting out of them,
Okay.
more than the heart
I
part.
can see
Just
that. I can see that.
But yes, so much coolness in this episode.
Do you want to mention Marok real quick?
No.
We're finally going to see what happens with him.
You know what? We're not. This is the spoiler-free
This is a
review.
spoiler-free, but we do mention we see
He
him
is in
this.
the episode.
He's
That's
in
all
it a
we're gonna
good
say.
bit, actually.
He's in it a good bit.
He shows his badassness.
He is a badass.
He is that.
Or-
he is that.
Or she is. I mean,
They,
technically, it could be a voice modulator, and I use this as an example, and Ben has definitely told me that it is the same thing. Princess Leia, when she's carrying I've said it on the podcast. I refuse to believe that anybody knew that was her the first time out.
No.
Okay,
Exactly.
cool. You might be a short dude or an alien,
Exactly. Yes.
right? I mean, like, you don't know. It didn't read Princess Leia in the slightest. So,
Yeah.
in this, we technically don't know if Merrick has a Morok, whatever, has a gender or whatever. So I'm gonna, we'll hold out and see who he ends up being, or she ends up being.
It'll be revealed. It's not a
No,
spoiler. It's not a
no,
spoiler, but
no,
it's
no.
going to make people want to watch.
That is a spoiler.
It makes people want to watch.
No, this is the Badoo.
Oh, come on.
Badoo.
Just give the people
Badoo.
See, that's the type of
Badoo.
shit they should put in
Badoo.
they should put that in
It's
the
the
write-up.
spoiler-free review. Badoo. It's the spoiler-free review. Badoo.
The biggest spoilers at the end.
All of it, none. We can't give any spoilers. That's the whole point of a spoiler-free review. Badoo. Just saying. I'm putting it out there, man. Now, maybe you can call in. I'll put you on speakerphone, and I'll have like a guest host on the first time ever on the Going Commandos podcast. That
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't know how we're going to...
Here's Ben from Florida. How about that?
Yeah. How we're going to get the sound to transmit.
Oh, no, we tried that one time. Remember with Biff's song?
Yeah.
Or at least I tried it.
Well, that was before we had these mics, but I don't know how to work with
Oh,
these.
you know what? With these mics, yes, it probably would have come through and you could have heard it. Never mind. Well, I'll be on the digital, the USB mic.
Yeah, you will be.
So
I don't know how to work.
I don't know.
Interesting.
But anywho,
I don't know. I will definitely watch next week.
oh yeah, we can do a watch party
Oh, shit.
because
Unless that's the Halloween Horror Nights. If that's the case, then that's going to be a rough go.
Oh, I'm not even gonna lie to you. If I was even there I would literally be walking around on my phone watching the episode.
That's something I've never done. I've never gone to Halloween Horror Nights. It's my first time.
Oh well, the parade's different. The lights on the castle are
Looking
different.
forward to all the haunted houses. There's so many now. There's like 15.
Yeah, we did. It's not that long ago we did. Yeah. So, but I haven't done.
I gotta
the whole
get ready
thing.
for our October when I get back.
Oh,
It's all after I get back. It's all Halloween.
Oh, yeah, and we will be broadcasting from several different haunted trails, mansions. We are lucky. We have 2 of the top 20 in the entire country within an hour drive of us.
It's in my basement.
So, I mean, I've been down there, and it's much bigger on the inside.
It's very spooky.
So, all right, any last words, non-spoiler words?
You better just cut me off.
All right, we're cutting
It's
Ben
too
Davis.
good to not talk
We're
about. I
cutting
don't
Ben
know how I
Davis
can
off.
talk
He's
about it.
drunk off of Star Wars.
I am drunk off of Star Wars.
So,
I mean, do I have these figures I can put up here in front of the
seriously,
camera to
I
give
was gonna
hints?
say, you're gonna use charades, and you're gonna tell
Man.
everybody on YouTube.
Let's bring Yoda up here. Maybe that'll give some people some
I
false
mean, I'm
hope.
just saying, yeah.
Yeah,
Yoda's in this episode. Not. Anywho, this
Don't believe him. He's spoiler free.
is on tonight. I am. Just wait till Saturday. I'm gonna spill the beans. And then, we are going commando with the '80s kids. And as always, we appreciate every single listen and tune in. This was your spoiler-free review of Episode 4, Fallen Jedi, on the Ahsoka TV show. And yes, it was that awesome. So we're gonna peace out right now.
Spectacular. Until next time, may the force be with you.